The ebook version of Inside Gamergate is now out, quicker than I was expecting, because they say to wait up to 72 hours for something to be published, so there you go. I'm waiting on my print copy to arrive so I can proof it, and then once that's done I can ship the print copies to backers, and then I can make print copies available via Lulu, and then shortly after that print copies should be available on Amazon as well. But the Kindle edition, the Amazon ebook edition, is now already out and you can go and buy it. It should be out on all sites. So just go to your local Amazon whatever site and search for Inside Gamergate, and there you should find it. Now, we didn't raise enough money for a full professional edit, but I did have a volunteer come forward and offer to do it for free. Unfortunately, they had to drop out due to no fault of their own, so it is a little bit rough here and there around the edges. But you know, it being electronic, it should be relatively easy for me to correct any of those issues if they're particularly egregious as we go forward. It's also the case that, at least when it comes to Gamergate's After Effects and similar arguments and discussions and issues, that it was basically impossible to keep up. While I was writing the last night and everything happened, and then while I was basically setting everything up to publish, that's when all this stuff at Google happened. So the book does not address the stuff that's happened at Google. It would have been a too big of a delay to stop production, go back, add an extra footnote or whatever about Google and so on. This is the problem with publishing as compared to the internet. You can't keep up. But I suppose I can use this as a springboard, if it does reasonably well, to direct people to the book and to do blogs and so on similar subjects and relate it back to that. So maybe that's how I'll approach it. Would an audiobook be something that people were interested in? I have the setup to be able to do that. I could also use that setup to read the chapters and have them on YouTube as well, if the advertising and so on can get fixed. Or would that be something people might be interested in listening to? I could add videos and I could do an audiobook version as well. I want it to be accessible to people, even if I do want/need to make a bit of money back on it, on top of what was given. Thank you very much to all the backers. But I do want as many people as possible to have access to it. So without giving it away for free, that seems to be the best option, to maybe create an audiobook playlist on YouTube and to record an audiobook, because I can reuse the same audio for both, and then that's a little bit something extra. Anyway, I do hope you'll download it. I do hope you'll read it. I do hope it will get through to a few people. The main point, the main impetus behind it was simply to have another record, another point of view out there. Something to counter Quinn's book when it comes out, and fortunately we managed to hit the target and get out beforehand. So hopefully that's also shut a few people up thinking I was scamming or something. It's out there, it's done. It's pretty good, if I say so myself. A combination of personal perspective and social history of the whole shebang. I do hope you'll buy it. Take care. It's been called misogynistic, racist, a hate group, reactionary. It's been blamed for Trump, for keeping women out of games and technology. None of this is true. If you want the real story, then you need to buy Inside Gamergate.